A man on a bike is riding through the mountains. Now he is walking on the sidewalk with a white cane.
I cannot see, but I can hear the world around me.
We see the man's face. He has curly, dirty blonde hair and proudly holds his cane outside on a sunny day.
Meet Brian.
Brian happily rides his bike alone on a sunny street, then a point of view shot of riding through the mountains on a bicycle.
He's known as the world's best totally blind mountain biker.
Great big story title card. What it's like seeing with sound. Old photos of Brian when he was younger. He's wearing a baseball uniform in one and is wakeboarding in another.
When I was younger, I had functional vision and I played sports. I had dreams of becoming a professional athlete.
A doctor's eye exam chart slowly becomes blurry.
And then suddenly, when he was 14, he completely lost his sight over the course of 3 months.
The anatomy of a brain is animated, and the nerves connected to the eyes become grayed out.
His optic nerves inexplicably failed, and all he could see was darkness.
More younger photos of Brian. He is wearing a hockey uniform in one, and in another is rollerblading in a neighborhood.
He wasn't able to bike ride or participate in the sports he once enjoyed.
I couldn't play hockey. I had to stop rollerblading.
A classroom chalkboard with 8th grade math on it becomes blurry and is erased.
I couldn't read the classroom board anymore. My world had shrunk.
He had to find a new way to navigate the world. He found his cane limiting. But when he learned to make a tongue click, his world changed again for the better, and it wasn't long until he ventured back outdoors.
Brian is confidently skateboarding in a parking lot with a white cane. An old clip of Brian shows him mountain biking in the sun, smiling.
I really missed bike riding, and I really wanted to be active. I just didn't know how to do it.
An animation of a tandem bike transforms into a bike for one.
As a blind rider, it was a goal for me to get off the tandem and have the experience of being able to pilot my own bike. It all starts with a zip tie.
A man holds a zip tie in front of the camera and attaches it to the bike frame near the tire and spins the wheel.
A sighted person would attach it to their frame and angle it into the bike wheel. The bike wheel would make noise and a sound to follow, while we would still actively click.
Brian confidently mountain biking with a group of other blind riders. They are clicking and navigating the dirt terrain.
Eventually, Brian was able to mountain bike alone and without the zip tie.
An animation using paper cutouts of a bat flies onto screen and emits a sonar signal.
When I'm riding my bike down a mountain, it's the same thing bats are using, echolocation.
An animation of a bike rider in the mountains. A sonar signal dances in the environment, revealing trees and bushes.
I can make my active sonar signal by making a tongue click. I start off with trying to find the object furthest in the distance, and then piece the world together with things closer and closer.
An animation of paper cutouts, 2 eyes closing and forming a sonar signal.
Brian has to enter an almost meditative state and remain extremely focused.
Everything has to leave my brain, and those sounds are painting a picture in my head, a vivid world of acoustic images.
Brian is teaching younger blind kids to scooter, navigate with a cane, and to explore the woods. They roam freely with their canes, discovering the nature around them.
He didn't keep his passion to himself, though. He's helped teach over thousands of people to hear their world a little bigger.
This is a teachable thing. Anybody can do this, and I'm happy to show them.
Brian rides his bike on a sunlit street outside.
Riding my bike was something I never thought I'd be able to do again. And now that I'm doing it, it serves as a great example to challenge preconceived ideas.
Great big story end card appears on screen. Credits: additional footage, Up Rocks, World Access for the Blind, Brian Bushway. Great big thanks credit, World Access for the Blind.